Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to our Wednesday stream, and we are still playing Baldur's Gate 3, folks, and I'm so happy to be playing it. I played some last night with some friends, multiplayer, which was always a hoot. I really like that, but I'm excited to be back in our main campaign, and today, I hope we can at least finish the Grimforge area. If not, whatever else is left in the Underdark, which I'm actually not sure how much else there would be to do in the Underdark past this. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe we go into Moonrise Tower, or maybe we decide to sidetrack and take the Mountain Pass and see that as well before we go into it. I don't know. But I do want to hopefully bash our heads through the Grimforge, find the Adamantine Forge, find Nears and then take off their head and bring it back. Find the Night Song, whatever that might be. No idea yet. Lots of things we'd like to do. Will you be posting BG3 multiplayer? No, I'm not. We're just playing that for funsies. These are with some real life friends, and we just talk all sorts of nonsense. So we won't be posting that one. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. So yeah. Greetings from Grand City of Baldur's Gate. Hey, Robodyne. Really quickly, we had a couple of resubs before the stream started. Who would that? We had Kerbal King at 17 months. Thank you very much, Kerbal King. Pax Romana at 36 months. There's a 3-year Twitch anniversary. Jabberwocky is resubbed their 19th month. Remus at 28. Yeah, it's been almost a month of BG3. It's crazy. We're still in Act 1. And just now, we have Persian Aurora resubbing for the 54th month. Says 54 months and going. Was watching some Firefly. Got the itch for RimWorld, even though I'm loving your BG3 playthrough. Firefly is listed as one of the inspirations for RimWorld. It was Dwarf Fortress, Prison Architect, and Firefly were tied and listed as inspirations for RimWorld. Okay, currently, we're just doing a little side trek up here. We went through, there was a locked kitchen door, which I'd put a marker on for a little while. We went through there because we'd marked it early on. We hadn't gotten to it, and I want to just clear that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to head over this way, which is save the Deep Gnomes, free Trusilnir, and take his head, and then kill him there. Yeah, so I guess we have a quest to free him, but really what we're going to do is take his head. Then we're going to head down here. I guess we got a side quest or something called Help the Cursed Monk, find the lost artifact, and then the Adamantine Forge. But yeah, first we're going to go ahead and clear up through here. We are still, we're trying to do as much as we can without taking a long rest because we're on a timer for Nier. So we've been, kind of cautious about things. We've been using a lot of healing potions outside of combat to top ourselves off. We still have one short rest left to go, and we have a good number of spell slots. I think Shadowheart has used a little bit more, which makes sense, but otherwise we're still going okay. All right, and with that, let's head up the little hill here.
At the ready.
All sorts of nonsense. Sounds like chat. Absolutely. Got a lost candle, which I can't remember if it's a mushroom or I guess it just goes in your alchemy bag. I think it's a mushroom as opposed to a metal or a stone. Oh, this is just a dead end. Where do we go from here? That was see-through. Yeah, I thought there was more. Oh, wait, hold on. Like, I thought we could keep climbing. A little yump spot over here. Whoop. I don't care if Nier dies in place. Well, it was hinted that maybe it would be bad for other things if they died. So we're going to try to get there in a hurry, because then we get the choice, we get the ability to kill them ourselves. Contemplation Chamber plaque.
Let feast the eyes of the faithful. Know your goddess. Know her command.
So it looks like we could maybe pick the lock. I mean, unless we happen to have the key for this. We could probably pick that, but it looks like we can come around this way. Cousin Creeper, and what's going on in this room? Yeah, there might be dialogue. That's it. Dialogue, story. We want to know everything someone has to tell us before we go and kill them. Because, that seems useful and helpful. And we want lore and exposition. All right, there's a side path there. There's the door we just didn't go through. There's no lever on this side. We've got benches, and we've got Philomeen. And that is it. Well, I suppose I'll do the thing that I've been doing, which is actually group, stealth everyone, separate. I'll leave, and then we'll unstealth Del. I'll leave them over here so that if combat does start, they're not locked in right away, so we can reposition them before we do anything. Want to precast anything? I think we're good. Hello.
Hold it! I swear to Iron Hand. One more step, and a blow us to chunks.
An ashen scent fills the air. The barrel is filled with smoke powder, but the scent is acrid, as if contaminated somehow. Or much, much more concentrated.
Big bada boom. Hold on, there's something different about that powder. Calm down, let's talk this through. You wouldn't dare, you don't have the courage. Holy hells, have you gone mad? I kind of like option 4. You know, because, yeah, we're the diplomatic druid still, right? So, yeah, we're going to talk this through. But I kind of want, in the moment, to just, like, react. To be like, what the hell? Are you crazy? I think I'm going to do that.
Damn right, Fecker. Now shut your face before I melt it clean off. I know what you are.
I spilled tea.
One of Nia's cult goons. Sailed right in. Better to die in this shit heap than rot in Moonrise. You want me? Come get me.
First of all, your hair is fantastic. I need to know what kind of product you use because I would love to borrow some. Probably some sort of like mushroom-based concoction because it's the Underdark, right? If I was a true soul, you'd be dead. Stand down before you hurt yourself. Smile sincerely and hold out your hand. You sure about this? Once you're dead, that's it. It's over. Cast Detect Thoughts. I don't care. Go on. Blow us up. So I guess one of the things I keep forgetting with Detect Thoughts is it does, like, last, right? You cast it, but then it's good for the day, I think. Or it might be a concentration thing. I don't remember. Hold on. I've got the wiki open. I keep meaning to, like, double check it. Detect Thoughts. Concentration. Duration until long rest. I mean, it occupies a concentration slot, but it might be useful to do. 2 seems creepy. Yeah, I don't know what the seal. I mean, this sort of makes sense. Intimidation. I mean, persuasion. Sure about the. What's funny is this one here sounds like the intimidation option, right? Once you're dead, that's it. It's over. Like, sure you want to do this, punk? I want to detect thoughts. Yeah.
Gerdal Ironhand, I have lived for you, and now I'll die for you.
Oh, she's very willing to do it. I guess, okay, this gave us a hint about Ironhand, but, I mean, we already knew she prayed to Ironhand. Or whatever, she said something about it. You will not serve Ironhand in death, but you might still serve him in life. I like it. I think I vibe with it.
What the drug? You know nothing of me, damn it!
Fire's getting more intense.
Shit! I can't do it.
There we go.
Go on, drag me to Moonrise. I'll make you cult nutters suffer.
Yeah, so about that. I don't want you. I will take the smoke powder, though. I'm not taking you anywhere. You're free to go. Rather have the pleasure killing you with it. No, number 2. I'm not taking you anywhere. You're free to go.
Well, aren't you sweet?
Well,
I'm not stupid, you know.
yeah. I mean,
No such thing
Sharran
as
seemed to like me.
Grimforge's kind hearts. Spit out what you want, and let's be done with it.
Okay, again, is it like a conditioner thing? What's the program with the hair? It's great. I want nothing from you, I swear. Your head make a nice souvenir. I mean, I'll take a little bit of smoke powder.
You want to barter with rune powder? Look, you have no idea what you're dealing with. Any true Iron Hand would trade their life for a grain of this.
Actually, I should have gone for number 2
It's
there.
the whole
instead
damn
of
reason
more.
we're here, and I'm not leaving without it. But let me go. Maybe I'll spare you a vial.
I didn't want to bargain like this. I'm like, listen, just do me a favor. Ooh, I can do a history check? Yeah, let's do it. 20? It's smoke powder based conditioner. Yeah. That's why the hair is so hot. Or explosive? Nah, I don't know.
Rune powder is gnomish folklore, an explosive of
not a
awesome
nat
power
20, it's
handed
20
down
total.
to the gnomes by their war god, Gerdal Ironhand, a formula so dangerous it was stricken from history, if it ever existed to begin with.
Runepowder? I thought that was a children's story.
We've heard the same ones, I bet. A fistful of fire that can turn cities to dust.
I'm interested in playing a racing simulator again.
And I need
like
to bring
Racing
it back
Manager.
to Baldur's Gate. I'd rather my clan were with me, but the mission comes first. A vial's what I can spare you.
Sure, but you know what? What? Tell me about your mission.
Look, we're
Oh, did it say
freedom
critical
fighters.
success?
We need this powder to prove a point. To people who really need
Did it just
a
not
point
add the-
proven to them.
Does it
Let me
not
go.
add your modifiers
I'm
if you
on
roll
the
the
right
critical
side of
success?
history.
So it just
That's all
leaves
I
it at
can
20?
say.
That's probably what it is. Because I'm like, it had 20, but I clearly had pluses. But I guess if you roll the crit, it just leaves the 20. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry about that, then it was. Yeah, deal. You might want to chill your hand before you start handling freaking super mega explosives. Ultra TNT. Where will you go now?
I go where there's shit to stir. And there's no shortage of options.
I
I'm
like
taking
her.
Gunpowder back to Baldur's Gate. Alone.
I wonder if we run into her again when we get to Baldur's Gate. B, I wonder if Baldur's Gate's gonna explode because there's a whole freaking barrel full of rune powder. All right, supply pack, a Sharran's journal. So, Worshipper of Sharran journal, I suppose. There was some lady here. I never saw a beast like it, bloated with muscle, tusks as long as arms, scent of charred flesh, but I saw no flames. This must be the hell beast that, like, basically melted a hole through a stone wall. The stone might have been parchment, so quick did the creature charge through it. The other justiciars are dead, or close to it. It wasn't alone. Hell Knights, too. Masks bolted to their faces like plaques sticking to a keep wall. So we've run into things with those masks. Day 3, trapped, another rampage, and down the walls came. Started to dig, not sure. Day 7, it's done. May Shar's shadow keep me. Oh, let's group up. Like, oh, there was no comment from Shadowheart, but she was kind of far away. We've got tablet fragments. I wonder if there's an edge. Okay, bottom edge is smooth, jagged edge is the top. Larger stone, top edge, cleanly hewn, bottom is jagged. Yeah, okay, so this is part 1. So said Shar to me, Ketheric Thorm. Now, I think we've heard mention of this guy's name once.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Maybe from Halcyon. I've also, you know, you can't scroll by YouTube or Reddit without seeing this name pop up over and over again, which is maybe admittedly a little annoying, but what are you going to do? Hey, John Lynn, thanks for the sub. Also, XJSC, thanks for the resub, 42 months. The answer, life, the universe, and everything. So said Shar to me, Ketheric Thorm. It was Lord Ao who created, I don't know how you pronounce it. Ao. It was Lord A who created chaos. So Lord A is the overgod, the uber god of all other gods, who doesn't actually even care about mortals. You can't worship him. He doesn't give a crap. Lord A who created chaos. It was from chaos that I formed. It is I who anoint you my paladin. From this day forth, let my laws be known. So he's a paladin of Shar. The law of secrets. Is this like a cool, unique oath that he's got? The law of secrets. What is a secret but truth cast into darkness? Lurk in the shadows and listen for hushed words. The softer a thought spoken, the more power it contains. The more discord it sows, the more scars it may carve. If a man brags of affairs, carry his words to his wife. If a daughter steals from her father, whisper the truth. The deceived turn to Shar. Cuckolds find solace in shadow. Do this once a 10 day, and the Lady of Lost shall know you. The law of nightfall. From the moon falls the foulest of lights. It peeks through cracks and fissures, illuminating the most remote recesses of the Underdark. Should we respec Shadowheart as a paladin? Light bestows hope, a pernicious notion which must be extinguished. At the darkest hour, pray to your lady and feast in her honor. On the second day, slay disciple of Seluna. If none may be found, a Lathandarin or a Mistrin are acceptable offering. So I guess I understand Lathander because that is the god of the sun, and Shar is the goddess of darkness. Mistra? Really? You like the fawns? Yeah. Sviplet says I-O or I-U. Do this once a 10 day, and the Lady of Lost shall know you. The law of obeyance. The word of Ketheric Thorm is the word of Shar. You shall put no god nor mortal before him. You shall question him in neither word nor deed. He's claiming to be like the one earthly representative of Shar above all others, the Pope of Shar. When the sun has fallen and the moon is new, bow your head in prayer. Proclaim your devotion to Shar and her paladin, Ketheric Thorm. Promise your soul and flesh, and seek no fortune nor favor. When your prayer is finished, speak thus. Mistress Shar, I have glorified your name. Master Thorm, I have cried out your word. I am your servant forevermore. So said Shar to me, Ketheric Thorm. I mean, he's claiming this, right? Yeah. So it is decreed, and so it is done. Wield the power secret. Where light shines, extinguish it. Heed the word of your mistress and master. Do this, and the Lady of Lost shall know you. I'm gonna grab these fragments. Shar has the Shadow Weave, which is the opposite of Mistress Weave. Really? That I didn't know. There's a lot of Forgotten Realms lore I am familiar with, but I don't think any of the novelizations I read ever really dealt with Shar or her backstory or anything like that. Grimforge: A History. Oh, I think that's new. The binding of this book is thicker than its combined pages, which are surprisingly devoid of detail. We know little of the ones that came before, but we know they worshipped the Lady of Lost. We know they constructed the great fortress and named... But from whence they came and why they departed, this is a mystery even to Ketheric Thorm himself. What do we know that is Char's chosen? What we do know is that Char's chosen has heard her call, so he says. Just as Grimforge served her mistress 800 years nigh, so it would again. Okay, so Grimforge was originally built as a temple to Shar, and then years later was repurposed again as a temple to Shar, because we know there was this sort of OG place, and then new inhabitants that came in, and then they're the ones who got like melted away by the Hellbeast. I hadn't realized that both sides of that were both Sharran. Here, Thorm's dark justiciars shall rise. Here we will fulfill our goddess's pact. Here we will rebuild the lost city of Grimforge. So far will our shadows spread, and so dark will they be that Seluna's light may be forever extinguished. And we got some scrolls. Okay.
Something good here, I hope.
Oh, incense. Wow, incense is valuable. We may as well take the incense bowls to like match. I mean, I think it's just stuff to sell. Bundles of incense. Oh my god, our backpack's gonna smell so good now. Speaking of backpack. Oh, hand-drawn map. A map of Grimforge, drawn by hand, yet highly detailed. Points of interest are marked with black X's, aside from 2, which are identified by bold red circles, 1 on each level of the fortress. The words hiding spot are written within the upper level circle. The lower level circle is identified as smoke power reserve.
Looks empty.
All right. You're right. Incense is a classic luxury trade good. I mean, you're right. I've played enough Civ, I should really remember that. So this is just a dead end. Poke. Okay, we can't really move up. I'm like, maybe we can get a survival check or perception check or something, but doesn't seem like there's anything in there. Have you played the Gloomhaven board game and or PC version? Vinegar Bob, indeed I have. First of all, if you do check my YubTub channel, you will find Gloomhaven content on there. I own the physical box version copy and played a bunch of it with my friends. Really loved it. One of the finest board games I've ever owned. And in addition to that, the digital version is arguably better and more fun because it plays so much faster, and it's one of the best. It might be the best digital adaptation of a board game I've ever seen. Gloomhaven digital version is fantastic. You can play it solo or get yourself, a group of 4 people total. Play it that way, and you will not regret it. Yeah, no, really good. My friends and I basically finished the entirety of Gloomhaven digital. Technically not, because we have the expansion. I don't think we went through all the story there, but I believe we did basically everything in the main game, unlocked a whole bunch of classes, and had a ton of fun with it. I guess we may as well pick up all the silver stuff over here. I'm assuming this stuff sells for a couple of bucks. I mean, I guess I could conspect them. Conspect because you click T. All right, it's not the richest thing in the universe, but you know what? A few more bucks is a few more bucks. I've heard it hinted that you're going to want a fair amount of cash going into, like, Act 2. Because I think there's going to be, like... I wonder if Act 2 is when you get to Baldur's Gate. But anyway, I've heard it hinted that there's going to be a lot of stuff you're going to want to spend some money on, and you're going to be happy to have a lot of cash. Currently, I feel like we've got way more cash than we need for anything. But that's good. Our silver plate's worth 20 gold. You think they should be worth more or less? I think they should probably be worth more, but maybe these are like damaged, so they're not really worth it as is, other than melting down. Yeah. Silver cutlery is worth its weight in silver, exactly. Much more wine. We already have the achievement for doing a camp night with just the booze. Okay. Done. Oh, someone, was it Blissy? Was recommending coming over here and using some Speak with Dead on these executed drow over here, which is, it is true, we did not do that. So we're gonna do that. I have not played Frosthaven. What am I looking for? Speak with Dead.
The corpse remains silent.
Okay. Maybe the other one?
The corpse has nothing to say.
Maybe whoever brought it up... Oh, the corpse by the water. Wait, like one of these? None of these are drow. I thought you said executed drow. And yeah, they glow when there's something worthwhile. Okay, not here. Maybe on the other side? I mean, if we don't find it in, like... Oh, this one here. Maybe. There we go. It's got that special glow we all love.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Harper Scout.
Oh! I was gonna say, this one doesn't look like a drow. What were you doing here?
Cultists. Threat to Baldur's Gate. Jahira's orders.
It's the first...
Can't say I know the name.
Oh, Shadowheart, that's so funny. It's our first reference to some OG Baldur's Gate stuff. Well, that's not true. We read a book about the Bale Spawn, like, events. But we got a name drop. What happened to you? Probably you got caught. Where are your valuables? Alright, what happened to you?
God. Interrogate. Find.
And... Profession. Who killed you? I don't know if that matters. You know, where are you from? Maybe, you know, we can send word to your family.
Last light. A safe haven. In shadows.
Don't believe we've heard reference
The
to
spell's
Last Light.
power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I think that's one of the things I've gotten a light spoiler about its existence of a place called Last Light, which I think is going to be kind of a town that, or I don't know if town is the right word, but it's going to be a place that we're going to encounter later that, you know, might act as a bit of a shelter and things. So, hang on. We've gone this way, yeah? I think you can't. No. That's the way. Oh, that's where we're going over here. How do we path over that way? You know, I'm not sure we talked to these people. I don't think we've come up here. I think we were doing a lot of open area things, initial area things. I don't think we actually walked up here, and we definitely didn't go down there. Okay, good stuff. Hello, Stoneguard Kerr.
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes.
But you can't go chasing waterfalls either.
Oh, would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nia's debt off?
Dude,
you?
I already paid to get off the boat. And I think we're just about done with the... Well, once we get Nair and we take their head, that's going to be us being done with the entertaining conversation with these slavers. And then we're going to be just going into butt-kicking mode.